What's going on, guys? Threw us in a vlog in the garage with a 2001 Chevy Silverado. And this paint is baked. We've got a 1500 Silverado in the garage, the GM 8555 black, and it has seen better days. As you can see, this clear coat is baked off of the truck pretty much all throughout. Got a little rock chip there. And the top of the thing is baked. She's just baked. Had a couple areas up here that were starting to show a little bit of concern, like through here. And looks like the owner was removing some window guards and cut through the paint there. So we will take care of repairing the top. May come down to about here and do my brake. Roll the tape here and just spray this. It's a lot more to mask up than just masking up the top, which is kind of what I was planning on, but we'll go ahead and fix that while we're here. Other than that, the truck's not too bad. Had a little dent here. I asked about fixing that, and he said he wanted it to stay because it gave the truck character. So I guess we ought to put a little bit of, we'll just dab some black paint in there, that way it doesn't rust. You can see it's starting to rust there a little bit. So yeah, we'll do that. Pull the bug guard off. This is scratch and spray, as Marco Covert, Speedokote Finish Network, would always say. We'll just be using some black, and I've got some clear here. I'm not sure what clear I'm going to be using, but we will get to that soon. And looks like we'll have to do a little bit of work on this as well. Not sure what. I don't know, there's some sort of adhesive remover or something, trying to get those window guards off. Did quite a number on this thing, but we will take care of fixing that. Just do the spot in there, won't touch the fender, just the hood and the top, and the tops of the doors down to about here, and we'll call it a wrap. Looks like that cap might need a little bit too, so that badge, LT badge, is shot. Not sure what I'm gonna do on that just yet. It's gonna be kind of hard to fix that and roll that in. I may be able to just sand and clear that, and that would help that look a little bit better. Well, that's enough me yakking. Let me set the time lapse and go ahead and get this thing stripped down. We will be using 320-400. Yeah, 320 or 400 paper here. Then maybe we'll up sand it to, I don't know. Let's see what the side of this thing looks like. So these 2000 model trucks are pretty slick from the factory, not too peely. Probably a sand to 400 and maybe 600 to throw the base coat on here. I think I can dust the base on without any sealer. My gut tells me I should seal it though. I don't know. What do you think? Let's figure it out. This is one of those cases of a truck that has not had a bath in a while. At least behind the bug guard. This is like really thick. Really thick. I need to find something to clean this off with. This ought to work. We took the hood down for the most part. Still got to work this edge. I didn't sand this edge because the hood's actually lower than the fender, so I'm going to pop the hood and put something under there. So make sure I don't cut into the fender. Same thing with this side, just don't want to cut into the fender, so I'll pop the hood up and we'll sand that edge down. I went ahead and took some Speedokote SMR. Let me see what that is. I don't remember off the top of my head. 230, I believe it is. Yeah, I got the Speedokote SMR 230, and we put it in all the rock chips that were on the hood. Now, if you're wondering why the sprays are straight up and down, it's because the Speedokote spray can primer has a really wide fan. I went in there kind of close, kind of just saturated the area with some primer. I'm actually going to let this dry overnight. You don't have to let it dry overnight. You can let it dry for about an hour, and then you're ready to sand it and paint. But because of all the stuff going on, it's going to be a multiple day project for me, or other people who would just be a single day project. But anyway, took the Speedokote SMR 230 and plopped it on every spot where there was a crater for my rock chip, at least most of them. You can see it's kind of drying up, looks a little wrinkly. That's fine, not worried about that. Let it dry. We'll hit it one more time when we go through, and I'm gonna put a little bit of primer in these areas of transition if they're not completely smooth before I seal it. That'll just kind of help the paint even out. The base coat will do some work and the clear will do some work, but just to get it as nice as we can. You can see there's some transition between the clear and the base if you look across the top of the hood. And that's where you have clear to base and then base to primer. But anyway, we're going to sand the majority of this stuff down, and I'll take care of sanding those rock chips as I'm sanding everything else down. Like that's the factory primer there. We're not going to sand everything down to the primer, just get it smooth enough for us to come back and paint it. That's really all we're going for. Nothing super critical. The hood is probably the worst portion, actually. The top is baked as well, as you can see, but there's nothing terrible up there. And of course, I'm going to have to deal with these doors. I may be able to cheat and just do like a 600 on the door and just re-clear the door without doing any base. I'm going to see if that works. We're going to try that this time. That would save me a little bit of time. Not much, but a little bit. Trying to pull it back outside and pressure wash the top of this thing because it's pretty nasty. The hood wasn't too bad, but the top, it's pretty bad. So I don't want to have to sand all that dirt off because then you're just going to clog your sandpaper. So pull it outside, clean it up, back it back in, strip the top or prep the top, and then finish prepping the hood. And then we should be good. Should be ready to put on our black base and our clear. Yep, you see it. All right, we got the truck mashed up. Back windows, side windows, plastic drape down. I'm just going to come and re-clear this section here. This is going to be a little bit of base. A little bit of base may dust over on here. Not too worried about that. This is just a quick repair because the clear was gone on the truck. Up top, you can see it's all sanded down with 600 to 400 grit paper, and we kind of sanded and blended along through here. There were some areas where the owner cut the paint with a razor knife trying to get the guards off. So I cleaned up the driver's side best I could without taking a whole bunch of time. Got the top up there. I'll probably have to tape up that antenna. And we got the hood. All these little gray spots where there were rock chips, and those are all filled in. So I think I caught most of them. Then on this side, we went ahead and took care of dealing with this dent. We got it better. It's not perfect, but at least it's better than what it was. And I see there's a couple craters in there I might have to deal with. Well, let me deal with those, and then we'll get the wax and grease remover and wipe this thing down, get the base on, get the clear on. Oh yeah, and there's my sidekick right there in the garage. You say hey?
Hey.
All right, here we go. This is the finished product. There's a couple bugs that landed on there, but it's dry. I got to go through with the buffer and soften up these edges just where I cut it off here. One trick you can do is, you can find my rag with some lacquer thinner on it. It's right here. So if you got a sharp edge, if you got too close to your tape line, so my clear came down to the tape, I didn't stop it short. Got a rag with some lacquer thinner on it because I actually had a piece of tape come loose on this window and I got clear all over the window. Just some overspray, wasn't real bad. But a damp rag with some lacquer thinner, and you can rub that line back up to where your clear is. So that way when you go to buff it, you can just take your polisher across that edge and it gets rid of that sharp edge, and then you have a soft transition. So there's the top. Came out pretty decent for a quick spray job. I think that it's a pass. I picked a lot of rock chips. There's one spot in the hood right there. It's got a little wrinkle. That was where my primer didn't get flat enough. I should have put a block on there instead of the DA. I think I had the interface pad on. If you're sanding out areas that are troublesome, like that one or that one back there, make sure you take make sure you take off your interface pad so you get a nice flat surface. But this looks a whole lot better than it did before, so I'm going to count as a win. Oh yeah, and one more thing over here, there was a dent. We talked about that dent, and I said we were going to get it pretty good, and I'd say that's pretty good. Probably not perfect, but it's pretty good, pretty good. All right, we'll take it outside, get the rest of it cleaned up because it's pretty dirty still, you can see. And then we will take a polisher on this fender and see if we can get that black a lot closer. See how good our color matches. We'll also be able to tell here where did the transition from the black over the clear and the clear to the black, and same thing here. This is the area where the door was all messed up from the razor blade and the bubbling peel, or the bubbling clear up here at the top. So that did clean up a whole lot better. That looks really good. And we got most of the imperfections out that were right in this area there. So I'll say that's a win. Got everything wrapped around the back. Went ahead and took care of the area around the third brake light. We'll put that back in. It's sitting in the bed. But once the paint dries completely, we'll put that light in and we should be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it outside. It's like 90 degrees today. So go ahead and let it bake in the sun. And then we'll take a buffer and hit a couple spots and blend those in, and it'll be ready to go back to its owner. And the pit crew.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I think that's a win. Cheap $50 repair. I don't think you can do better than that anywhere.